Azad Kashmir Regimental Centre. As we come towards, okay, the Atak tomb. So on with our adventures in KPK, or on the way to Khyber Pakhtunkhwa, and I've just stopped at this place here, which is known as the Atak tomb, and it has a variety of history. So let's go and have a little look around. So the tomb itself is part of a World Heritage Site, and it's protected by something known as the Antiquity Act of 1975. And any development that's around the particular tomb has to be approximately 200 meters away or something very similar. So it's currently located next to the main Grand Trunk Road, which heads into Khyber Pakhtunkhwa and the area itself. Now, the history of the place itself, there's various mystical stories about it, but it goes back to the 16th century, and there aren't any historical records in terms of who is buried here. But according to like local stories, this is also known as Jangira Maqbara, which is a prostitute's tomb, would you believe? However, the site itself sort of indicates that it's from the Mughal period, and it's got double domes. Assalamu alaikum. Hello, young man. And we've got kids calling the other kids. So let's just have a little look around the building. I mean, look at that. It's absolutely stunning. So there's all sorts of local stories regarding it. However, there isn't any real detailed history about it, but there you go. Sits there in the middle, really. We've got Broken Road on the other side, and that way we're heading towards Khairabad. But more history from the Mughal Empire, which is now obviously part of historic relics, historical site, which is looked after by the government of Pakistan. And the pavilion, and as we look towards our right hand side, just go a little further, all the way to the place of prayer where decisions would be made, where education would take place, where conversations would take place about the whole of Sharia and law, and decisions would be made, and workers would be ordered, and soldiers would march. Could you imagine that? All those hundreds of years ago. Imagination's a great thing. Use your imagination. So as we head on the Grand Trunk Road, towards Khyber Pakhtunkhwa, I would like to say to you, welcome to Khyber Pakhtunkhwa, and welcome to the land of hospitality, the land of Pathans, the land of people who are moral, guys who have ethics. So we say in England, football is like a religion. Here, hospitality is like a religion. Honouring your guests, looking after your guests, feeding your guests, and overfeeding your guests is a regular practice in this area. So as we cross over on the more modern bridge into KPK, and we're heading towards Jidral, Seydou Sharif, Peshawar and Dorkhum as well. So we've just hit Khairabad, and today we're on the way to Tordher out in KPK. So on the way here we're going to go through Kund and a different place called, and then Nihalpura as well, and we're going to end up going through Jangira. At Jangira we're going to turn right and we're off to Tordher. As we hit the sinuous rills, all these bendy roads going in one direction and then the other, and we're next to the bank of the River Indus, which is part of the River Kabul that runs all the way from Afghanistan right up to these parts here, where it parts off into the River Indus and further on into the River Punjab, etc. And these are areas now, particularly when a camera is being used, you have to be very cautious. Culturally, it's very different. They have huge honour for the women and looking after the women, so particularly be careful and taking permission before you record everyone, because some of them are quite sparky as well. They're wonderfully hospitable and have honour for the guests. They will look after you, they will do so many things for you as well, but there's certain things that you just do not do. And it's an area where carrying guns is like carrying your wallet. It's just quite normal. It's just how it is, and they're highly trained with these things as well. I remember many years ago, it was around about 1998, we went into quite a modest village, and as we were in this village, Abdul Karim was with me from Northampton, and he got onto a ladder and climbed onto a mud hut, and from this mud hut you could see the area, and you could see inside the houses where the women folk were just carrying on with their daily duties. And he shouts at me, Javez, come, look what I can see. I can see everything. I see the whole area. And as I looked up, I said, Abdul Karim, down quickly, because the next thing is you'll hear fireworks. You'll hear the noise of bullets firing at you. And he quickly ran down, and I explained to him that, look, we're not in England anymore. We now have to be different. We have to act differently, because in England it's considered nothing, but in these places, okay, it's considered everything. And it's just getting a little bit busier on the roads. Oh, Irfan is our pilot, overtaking. There's lots of marble factories in the area, on the left and on the right, and clean air is definitely not here. It's very dusty. You can just sense it and just breathing it in. There's lots of cement factories in the area too. Oh, look what we've reached here. Askari cement, and it's just dust everywhere. As we've just now hit Jangira. And check this. The speed limit is 70. So do you know what your overall stopping distances are at 20 miles an hour, 30, 40, 50, 60 and 70? So a bit of hypno-thinking is needed. Would you be able to stop in these conditions? Oh, look at this. Oh, we're all turning in some direction, against the flow, with the flow. Oh, and here's somebody reversing, and there's a tractor pulling out. It's all fun. Busy. So we've stopped off in Jangira just for a little while, and we're off to grab some. So we've stopped off in Jangira, and we have ended up here. We've ended up here. My goodness gracious, look at this. Smash, can't even say it. Fresh smelling fruit, chilies, oranges, apples. Honestly, the smell is absolutely gorgeous. They love a trade, and I'm guessing here it's a little bit more closer and a little bit more. So we're going to have lots of people coming, following us. Ajisab's coming. Assalamu alaikum, Ajisab. And look what's going on here. We have a van squeezing through a gap like this. Assalamu alaikum, mate. This is what you call organised chaos. Look at this. I can't even describe the smell to you. It's absolutely amazing, mashallah. See, this is what happens. Assalamu alaikum. I just said this is Fayaz, and he just walked up to me and asking me where this video is going. The video then in Europe, America, Canada, Hong Kong, France, Germany, England, Peshawar, today Pakistan, Jangira. Angrezano to basawai. زموږ پښتانه رونو هغه ته څه میسج
زموږ پښتانه رونو چې کوم ځای کې وینو الله پاک دې خوشاله تر تل آباد لري نو
mashallah. He says may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala keep everybody happy and under his protection, in simple words. And what's going on here is, as they're seeing us, they're increasing the prices very gently. We're getting from 80 rupees a kilo to 120 rupees a kilo. As somebody said to me a long time ago, it's not what you do, it's how you do it. And it looks like Babu's about to strike a deal with bananas. Look at this, Babu struck a deal for some guava. Honestly, it smells absolutely gorgeous. Totally gorgeous. Na mana safa suthra male wachole hai. Ha? Sanam ali da bhai? Baram Khan, mashallah, right? Bazaar so waqt khulawegi?
Bazaar waqt khulawegi. Bas munduna chushi bazar sar der rashi aur
mashallah. Azamuga muslimanano runu da to duniya ta sta paigam se de. Kuch bar mulkun ki baat kigi.
जे पाकिस्तान के गरीबी दा बेरोजगार ग्रानी दा
अदा गरीबी बस संग समीगी
ना जमु बादशाह सही शे मुगल सही
chalo ji. He says when the king is sorted, when the president is sorted, the country will be sorted. Chalo Allah pak maraz ki barakat acho yaar. And we've managed to escape. That was like busy. And this is the bus stop and it's busy. And now we have all the tuk-tuks and the rickshaws. Oh, it's rickshaw city. Rickshaws everywhere. I'm not sure if I'm saying that correctly because it says Tez Raftar on all of them. So they might not even be called rickshaws, they're probably called Tez Raftars. So we've come out of the fruit and vegetable market, turned left, and now we're going through part of the city centre of Jehangira. So as the name suggests, Jangira was founded by a gentleman called Jehangira Khan many years ago. He's faced colonial rule over years and years, invaded by many battles of many enforcements, and bridges have been built to protect the area as well. And it had different rule on its eastern side and western side. History would suggest that it was partly under the Nowshera district and then under the Sawabi district. And as we just go over the bridge, you see the river just flowing, and it's very unmade banks, very natural rugged banks. The area is known for Pushtun and the Pushtun clans, and very deep in Pushtun history. More or less about 70+% of the language that's spoken is Pushto, various dialects of Hindko and Punjabi and Urdu, and people drive lots of rickshaws. Honour and religious pride is very, very high on the list of values in these areas. It has mausoleums and shrines. I think somebody called Badu Baba, and there's another shrine on the river Indus as well, and Horus is celebrated in the area each and every year. Going back about 25 to 30 years, this road here was very unmade. It was completely broken, but it's been developed to a better level, and it's been separated now. It obviously runs as a dual carriageway and it's much more safer, but it still carries massive risks. Massive transport risks, as we're about to overtake a car. I'm giving about 3 inches on the left hand side. Looks like a 1980s Toyota Corolla. So this is Sawabi district, and we're on the way to Tordher, which I believe is a village, but may also be a town as well. I'm not 100% sure. It's lunchtime. Lots of vehicles, lots of people as we take a bump, and we've hit, looks like, the middle of the bazaar. So this is known as the Jabbar Bazaar. Well, it's very narrow, winding streets, lots of dust, traders, we love a trade. Lots of traders. There you go, as we turn towards our right. Hustle and bustle.
यार ज़हन की राजी लग गया देख के ले दे
Meeting traffic. How would you feel driving in with this situation? Would you give way or would you not give way? Would you consider the rights of others or would you take advantage of your own right? The local streets of Tordher, and it looks like the kids have just finished school. Check this, man. Here we go, Candy Floss.
अब बाहर रोड तो उस वालों तोर वाली बदा कार खोलो कर